Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about different operations of complex number. The first operation that we are going to learn is the addition of complex numbers. Addition of complex number. How do you add two numbers? Suppose you are given the first number is a plus iota b, and the second complex number is c plus iota d. Then if you want to add these numbers, what we are going to do is, the procedure is that a plus iota b plus c plus iota d. The formula is that you are going to add the real part to the real part, okay, the real part of this number to the real part of the second number, and you are going to add the imaginary part of the first number to the imaginary part of the second number. So a real part will be added to the real one and imaginary will be added to the imaginary part. So the real part of this number is a, the real part of this, the second number is c. You are going to add the real parts, and then you are going to pick the imaginary parts b and d and add them and put an iota sign, okay, just as we do in algebra. We are adding the like terms, okay. So this is how you add two numbers. For example, you have the number 3 plus 5 iota, and the next number is suppose 4 minus 2 iota, okay, a negative sign. You are going to add it as, this is the first number and the second number is 4 plus negative 2 iota, okay. The imaginary part over here is negative 2, not 2. So we are going to add these numbers. How do we add them? First number plus the second number, okay. So we are going to add the real part of this number, or the first number, to the real part of the second number. The real part of the first number is 3. 3 is going to be added to 4. So 3 plus 4 plus, now when you are adding the imaginary parts, you are going to put an iota first, and then you are going to add the imaginary parts in the brackets. The imaginary parts over here is 5 plus the imaginary part in the second question is negative 2, okay. So this is how you are going to write it. So imaginary part, pick the imaginary part with the sign, okay. Don't forget to write this negative sign over here. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus iota 5 plus minus, this will be equal to 5 minus 2, which will give you 3. 5 minus 2 plus minus minus, and then you are going to write 5 minus 2 is 3. So the number will be 7 plus 3 iota. Or you can write the iota from the beginning on the right hand side, okay. This will make you less, this will make you more convenient, okay. So you can write iota over here also and here also, but traditionally we write it on the right hand side. That's why I have written it on the right side of 3. So this is how you add two complex numbers. Now the next operation is how you subtract two complex numbers. Now subtraction of complex number is done in the similar way. Suppose you have a number a plus iota b and a second number c plus iota d. Then in order to subtract them, we are going to subtract the real part from the real and the imaginary part from the imaginary, okay. The procedure is the same as addition, but over there we had done addition, but here we are going to do subtraction. So c will be subtracted from a and d will be subtracted from b. First you are going to subtract the real part, okay, c, a minus c, and then you are going to subtract the imaginary part, b minus d, and put an iota sign when you are subtracting the imaginary part, okay. Don't forget to put the iota sign when you are subtracting the imaginary part. So this is the formula for subtraction of complex numbers. That is the same as addition, only there you had addition sign over here, therefore you added the real and imaginary parts, and here as we are doing subtraction, so therefore we are going to subtract the real and imaginary part, okay. For example, if you have 4 plus 5 iota and 3 minus 2 iota. Okay, and we need to subtract these two numbers, 4 plus 5 iota minus 3 minus 2 iota. Okay, they are asking for subtracting this complex number from the first one, and you are going to do it like this. First of all, pick the real parts and subtract them. Okay, then put a positive sign and in the bracket subtract the imaginary parts. 5 minus 2 iota. Okay, the imaginary part of this number is 5. The imaginary part over here is negative 2. Therefore, I have placed negative 2 here and 5 to here, and this is the negative sign of the formula. So you are subtracting the imaginary part and the real part. This will give you the difference of these two complex numbers. 4 minus 3 will be equal to 1 plus 5 minus 2 will be 5 plus 2, that is equal to 7, and 1 plus 7 iota. Now there is one second method of doing this. Second method, if you are easy with this method, you can also do it like this. 5 iota minus 3 minus 2 iota. If you want to subtract these numbers, you can open this bracket. 4 plus 5 iota minus 3 minus plus 2 iota. Then you can combine the real parts. Okay, 4 minus 3 plus 5 iota plus 2 iota. 5 iota plus 2 iota, and then 4 minus 3 will be equal to 1. You combine the real parts and the imaginary part together, and then add the real parts and the imaginary parts. 5 plus 2 iota will be 7 iota. This is how you get to the answer. So this is the second method. Whatever method is easy for you, just do it. Okay, this is a direct method. You just open the bracket and then combine together the real parts together. You write it in a single bracket, and then you combine you write the imaginary parts separately, the real parts separately, do the addition of real parts separately, and then you add the remaining the imaginary parts. This is also a second technique of doing this question. Whatever is easy for you, you can attempt any one of these two. Okay. Now the next is the multiplication of complex numbers. Now if you have two complex number and you want to multiply it, then the method is the same as we do in algebra. We do the multiplication of brackets in algebra. We will do the same. We will apply the same technique as that. Okay. So if you want to multiply these two numbers, what we are going to do? We are going to write it a plus iota b multiplied by c plus iota d. What we are going to do? Pick the first number and multiply it with each and every element of this number. Then we are going to pick the second element here, iota b, and we are going to multiply it with c and d. So what we are going to do? We are going to pick the first number and multiply it with this bracket, just as we do in algebra. Then plus iota b, and we are going to multiply it with c plus iota d. Okay, this is the same technique as we do the bracket multiplication in algebra. It's exactly the same technique. So a multiplied by c will be ac, and a multiplied by iota d will be ab iota, plus here it will be b into c iota. Okay, b into c and iota, plus iota into iota will be bd into iota will be iota square. Now ac plus ab iota plus bc iota, and iota, we know that iota square is equal to -1, that we have learned in the previous lecture. Therefore, replacing iota square by -1, what do we get? ac, and now here ab iota plus bc iota, and it's going to become bd. Now we know that this term and this term is without iota, so they are the real part of this complex number, okay, of the product. So ac minus bd, write it together because it is the real part, and here taking iota common from these two, ad plus bc iota. This is the imaginary part and this is the real part of this complex number. So this is how you multiply two complex number. You can also remember it as a formula. Okay, this one, like if you have two complex number c plus iota d, you can remember this as a formula also. Depends upon you, whatever is easy for you. Okay, so you can also memorize this as a formula, or you can simply multiply as we do in algebra. Okay, so this is how you do the multiplication of complex numbers. The next topic will be the division of complex number. For that I am going to use a question from the exercise. Now, division of complex number. The procedure will be explained in this question number 4, part 3. Here also we are doing the division 9 minus 7 iota. This is a complex number. It is divided by 3 plus iota. So we are going to perform this division. And the question is simplify and write in the form of a plus iota b. In the form of a plus iota b, if you want to write in the form of a plus iota b, we have to perform this division. So this procedure will explain how to divide two complex number. Okay, the first step is that we will need the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, first step is to find the conjugate of the denominator. What you are going to do, you are going to see, you are going to observe the number which is written as a denominator, and you are going to write its conjugate. Okay, this is the first step. You are going to write the conjugate of the complex number in the denominator. How do you find the conjugate? We just reverse the sign of the imaginary part. If it is plus, make it minus. If it is minus, make it plus. Okay, this will give us the conjugate. Now in the next step, we are going to multiply this conjugate in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Step 2 is, in step 2 what we are going to do, the conjugate that we found in step 1, it will be multiplied and divided by this number. Okay, so we are going to write 9 minus 7 iota over 3 plus iota, and in this step what we are going to do, we are going to multiply the conjugate with the numerator as well as the denominator. Okay, this is multiplication with the denominator and this is multiplication with the numerator. So you are going to multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, or you can also say that you are multiplying the numerator as well as the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. And the next step will be, obviously we are going to multiply these two and these two. Over here, let me multiply these two first. 9 minus 7 iota multiplied by 3 minus iota. Multiplication is the same as we did in the previous step. Now 3 plus iota into 3 minus iota. Here you can do the multiplication by using the formula a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. You can apply this formula because complex numbers are the extension of real numbers. So they satisfy all the properties which are satisfied by, almost all the properties which are satisfied by real numbers. So multiplying these two, the method is the same as we discussed earlier. You are going to pick this number and multiply it with each and every element in the next bracket. Okay, minus 7 iota into 3 minus iota over this a plus b into a minus b will be a square minus b square. Okay, in the next steps you are going to multiply them. 3 9s are 27 minus 9 iota minus 3 7s are 21 iota and minus plus 7 into iota will be iota square over 9 minus, and iota square is negative 1. Okay, because iota square is negative 1, so you are putting negative 1 in place of iota square. This will be iota square, and after replacing it with minus 1, this is the minus sign in the expression, and here this negative sign is because of this iota square. Okay, so 27, you are going to 27, and here this is also going to be minus 1. Let me write it as 9 iota minus 21 iota, and this will be iota square is minus 1, so 7 into negative 1 is negative 7, and we are going to get a negative sign over here, because this iota square is equal to -1, and 7 into -1 will be equal to -7. 9 minus minus plus will be 10. Okay, now here this is the number without iota, this number is also without iota, so this will form the real part. Okay, and the ones with the iota will form the imaginary part of this number. So 27 minus 7 will be the real part, and -9, -21 will be -9 minus 21, this will be the imaginary part. Okay, over 10. Or you can, if you are getting confused, we can write it as in a simple way, 9 iota minus 21 iota. Okay, just bring this -7 near 27. Okay, combine the real parts and the imaginary part. Okay, in the next step what we are going to do, 27 minus 7 is 20, and -9 minus 21, as both the signs are same, we are going to do the addition. 21 plus 9 will be 30. So this is going to be -30 iota over 10. Okay, and simplifying it more, let me do one more step over here. And we'll get to the answer. Okay, we are here 20 iota minus 20 minus 30 iota over 10. Now splitting these two, we can write it as 20 over 10 minus 30 over 10 iota. Cancelling these zeros, what we get, 2 minus 3 iota. This will be the answer. So this is how you divide two complex numbers. This was part 3 of question number 4. Now moving to the next part, question number 4, part 4. Okay, the next question is 2 minus 6 iota over 3 plus iota minus 4 plus iota over 3 plus iota. We have to separate these two. Now as the denominators are same, so we don't need to take LCM. We are going to do the direct subtraction. We are going to do directly the subtraction of the numerators. So we are going to write 2 minus 6 iota, numerator of the first, minus numerator of the second, 4 plus iota, over, as both the numbers are same, so we don't need to take LCM. We are going to write directly 3 plus iota. Okay, in the next step we are going to open this bracket as we did before. 2 minus 6 iota minus 4, okay, and minus plus minus iota. The next step is to combine the real parts and imaginary parts. 3 plus iota, and then 2 minus 4, these are the real parts in the numerator, minus 6 iota and minus iota. These are the imaginary numbers. Okay, combine the real numbers and the imaginary numbers. Just put them together, write them together so that they can add up. 2 minus 4 will be -2, and -6 minus 1, just as we do in algebra. Okay, the method is same. Like just as we do 6x minus x is -7x. Okay, -6x minus x is -6. The same procedure is here. Okay, -6 iota minus iota is -7 iota, -7 iota over 3 plus iota. Now again, here we have a complex number in the denominator. It means here we will be doing the division. So the division, the method is the same as we did before. We are going to find the conjugate of this denominator and going to multiply and divide it over here. Okay, this is whenever we have a complex number in the denominator, its simplification is done in the same way as we do the division of these two numbers. Okay, you are going to multiply and divide the conjugate of this number. Let me do it here. -2 minus 7 iota over 3 plus iota. You are going to multiply the numerator with the conjugate of this denominator. The conjugate of 3 plus iota is 3 minus iota. Just revert the sign of the imaginary part, and then the rest is the same as we did before. You are going to multiply the numerators negative 2 minus 7 iota into 3 minus iota, and 3 plus iota into 3 minus iota. Again we are going to apply the formula a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. We are going to apply this formula. Okay, in the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to multiply these two complex number as we did before. The technique is the same. Pick the first number, multiply it with this bracket, then pick the second number, multiply it with the same bracket. Negative 2 into 3 minus iota minus 7 iota into 3 minus iota. Okay, you are going to pick the first number and multiply it with second bracket, then pick the second number with the sign, okay, and multiply it with the second number. Don't forget to put sign which is over here. Okay, this sign must be the same, otherwise you are going to get wrong answer. 3 square is 9 and minus iota square is negative 1. So here what we are going to get, this will be, let me do it here, this will be negative 2 into 3 will be negative 6, negative 2 into negative iota will be plus 2 iota, okay, negative 7 into plus 3 will be negative 21 iota, and negative 7 into negative iota will be plus 7 iota square, okay, and this will be 9 plus 1 which will be equal to 10. Okay, in the next step what we are going to do, negative 6, 2 iota minus 21 iota will be 2 iota minus 21 iota will be negative 19 iota. Okay, 2 minus 21 is negative 19. Because we have two different signs, we are going to do subtraction. 21 minus 2 is 19, and we are going to put the sign of the greater number. Just as we do algebra, the method is the same as we do the subtraction in algebra. And 7, this iota square is equal to minus 1, so this will be 7 into minus 1 over 10. Okay, now let me do the step here. I will write it again. This step, this will be negative 6 minus 19 iota minus 7 over 10. So combining the real part, negative 6 minus 7 minus 19 iota over 10, negative 6 minus 7 minus 9, this is the imaginary part, so separate because we have already added them over here. Okay, now the next step is negative 6 minus 17 is negative 13 minus 19 iota over 10. So we can write it as negative 13 over 10 minus 19 over 10 iota. Okay, so it is written in the form of a plus iota b now, okay, which is simplified and written in the form of a plus iota b, because we have real part separate and imaginary part separate. Okay, this is in this one, this is what they had asked us in the question. Now doing the next part of this question. Now the next part, the fifth part, is that we have to simplify this. Inside the bracket we have 1 plus iota over 1 minus iota, and then we have to take the square of it. So there are two ways to do this. First, simplify the expression inside the bracket and then take the square. Okay, this will be which is simpler and more convenient. Or you can also do it as you can take the square first of the numerator and denominator separately, open the square and then simplify. But it's better to simplify within the brackets first and then apply the square. Okay, so I'm going to simplify the expression inside the bracket, and then at the end I will apply the square when it is in much simplified form. So here, okay, here we have division. So again, what we are going to do, we are going to multiply and divide this quotient by the conjugate of this number, okay, which is in the denominator, just as we do in division. Okay, so 1 plus iota over 1 minus iota, this is this number, and in division what do? I will take the conjugate of this number, which is 1 plus iota, and multiply it both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay, you are going to take the conjugate of this number, 1 minus iota. Conjugate of this number is 1 plus iota. You are multiplying it with the conjugate of this number. Okay, so by chance here the number is also the same as this conjugate, but it is not always, this does not always happen. Okay, going to put a square sign over here, and inside the bracket we are doing the simplification. 1 plus iota into 1 plus iota will be 1 plus iota whole square over 1 minus iota into 1 plus iota whole square. Okay, this is just square. And here 1 plus iota whole square over 1 minus iota into 1 plus iota. This square is because of the multiplication of these two same brackets. Okay. So now we know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. I am going to apply this formula in the numerator, and in the denominator again we are going to apply the formula of a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So this is a and this is b. Okay, so I am going to apply the formula here. Let me put square brackets over here so you don't confuse. This was the material inside the bracket. Okay, this, and I am simplifying it. Then I will apply the square. Okay, at the end. Not here. I haven't applied the square yet. Do note it. Okay. Now 1 plus iota square will be 1 square plus iota square plus 2a into b. I have applied this formula over here. Over 1 minus iota into 1 plus iota will be 1 square minus iota square. Okay. Now, okay, 1 square minus iota square and then whole raised to power 2. Now 1 square plus iota square will be 1 square will be 1, and plus iota square will be minus 1 plus 2 iota over 1 square minus iota. 1 square will be 1 and minus iota square is equal to negative 1 to whole square. Okay, so 1 minus 1 will be this, which is going to be 1 minus 1 plus 2 iota over 1 plus 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0, so 0 plus 2 iota will be 2 iota, and 1 plus 1 will be 2 whole square. So now the expression is reduced to iota only. Okay, you can cancel out these two. Now we are left with iota only, which is so easy to be squared. Okay, iota square is equal to minus 1. So this is going to be the answer. So first what we did, we simplified the expression inside the brackets. Okay, let me the square bracket so it becomes easier to understand. Square, first we simplified the bracket, the material which was inside the bracket, which was a quotient. So how do you simplify it? You just whenever there is a complex number in the denominator, we multiply the conjugate of that complex number in the numerator as well as the denominator, and then we do the required calculation, and this is how we have simplified this expression to iota, and it is more easy to get it square now. Now going to the next question. Now in the next question, one more thing that I would like to tell you is that conjugate of some number. The symbol that we use for the conjugate of a number, the symbol that we use for conjugate of a number is bar. Okay, symbol is bar symbol. Okay, whenever you want to find a conjugate of a complex number, suppose you have the, for example, you have the complex number 3 plus 4 iota. Now if you want to find the conjugate of 3 plus 4 iota, then instead of writing all these things, just you denote it by 3 plus 4 iota bar. Okay, this represents the conjugate of 3 plus 4 iota. This bar means you have to take the conjugate of this number which is under the bar sign. So it will be, whenever you see a bar sign, it means you have to take the conjugate. This is 3 minus 4 iota. Okay, so 3 plus 4 iota, bar will be 3 minus 4 iota. It means they are asking, this symbol is the symbol of conjugate. They are asking for the conjugate. So in question number 6 we are going to use this symbol, and we are going to find the conjugates of the expression which they want us to. Okay, so question number 6 is about conjugate. It's not a new concept. The only thing in that, the new thing is that we are using this bar segment. So the question is if G is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, okay, and this is omega, or this is W, actually small w, 5 minus 4 iota. 5 minus 4 iota and G is equal to 2 plus 3 iota. Now we have to do question part 2 of this. We have to calculate G minus W bar. We have to show that G minus W bar is equal to G bar minus W bar. Okay, we have to show that. In the first part, we need to show that this expression is equal to this expression, where G is equal to this and W is equal to this. It's very easy to do. We just put the values of G. First take the left hand side. The left hand side is G minus W bar. Okay. So take the left hand side, we are going to calculate this, and then we are going to calculate this. The answer in both the cases will be same, so it will be verified that this expression is equal to this. So taking the left hand side, first of all we want to find Z minus W, and then we are going to find its conjugate. They are asking for the conjugate of Z minus W. Obviously first we are going to find the number which is Z minus W, and then we will be able to find its conjugate. So first step is to find Z minus W, to look for the number which is against Z minus W. So Z is 2 plus 3 iota minus omega is 5 minus 4, W is 5 minus 4 iota. First I am calculating this, and then I will be finding the conjugate of this number. Subtracting this, what we will do, we will subtract the real part and the imaginary part. Let me do it more simpler way. This is 2 plus 3 iota, and opening the bracket, minus 5 minus plus 4 iota. Okay, now 2 minus 5, these are the real part, and the imaginary part of 3 iota plus 4 iota. Okay, so you add up these numbers. Here is a plus sign, it's no sign. So plus 2 minus 5 will be negative 3, because signs are different and we do subtraction whenever signs are. 5 minus 2 is 3, and we put the sign of the greater number, which is 5 in this case. 3 iota plus 4 iota will be 7 iota. So this is Z minus W. Now you want to find Z minus W bar. Okay, bar means you have to write the conjugate of this number. This is Z minus W, and bar means they are asking for the conjugate of this number. So the conjugate of this number, we know that the conjugate of this number will be obtained by just changing this sign. Okay, the sign which is before the imaginary part, which is negative 7 iota. So this is Z minus W is equal to minus 3 minus 7. This is the left hand side. Okay, Z minus W bar. We have calculated the left hand side. Now we are going to go to the right hand side, and let us see what's the answer. Okay, we have calculated the left hand side. The answer is this. Now the right hand side is Z bar minus W bar. Here we are finding the conjugates first, and then we are doing the subtraction. Okay, over here we had what we had to do, we had to find the conjugate of Z minus omega. Therefore we did the subtraction first, then we found the conjugate. Here we are finding the conjugate first, because they are asking for the difference of conjugates. So it means we are going to get the conjugate first, and then we are going to do the subtraction. Z bar means you are going to Z bar is Z is 2 plus 3 iota. It means they are asking for 2 plus 3 iota. Bar means conjugate of Z, and W is 5 minus 4 iota. Okay, so they are asking for the conjugate of this number and conjugate of this number. They are asking for the difference of these two numbers. Conjugate of 2 plus 3 iota will be 2 minus 3 iota. minus, and conjugate of 5 minus 4 iota will be 5 plus 4 iota. Now you can do the subtraction in the usual manner. 2 minus 3 iota minus 5 minus 4 iota. This is 2 minus 5 will be, combine the real parts and the imaginary parts. Okay, what do we get? 2 minus 5 is negative 3, and negative 3, negative 7 is minus 7 iota. So it means that Z bar minus omega bar is equal to negative 3 minus 7 iota. This is the answer of the right hand side. So comparing 1 and 2, what we see is that both these expressions are equal. So we are going to write this conclusion which they have asked. They asked us to show that these two numbers are same. We have calculated the number on the left hand side and on the right hand side, and shows that they have the same answer. So it means this number is equal to this. So just write down the result, and this will complete part. So from 1 and 2, it is proved that Z minus W bar is equal to Z bar minus W bar. Okay, so this is what they had asked us to prove, and that's the answer. Now question number 6, part 3. What we have to do, Z W bar is equal to Z bar into W bar. We have to show that the conjugate of Z to W is equal to Z conjugate into W. It means that the conjugate of the product is equal to product of the conjugate. So again we are going to do the same thing. We are going to find the left hand side. Okay, Z was given to be 2 plus 3 iota, and W was 5 minus 4 iota. This is given in the question. So we are going to first find the left hand side. In this we are going to find the product first. So I am going to find Z W first. 2 plus 3 iota into 5 minus 4 iota. Okay, Z into W, we are going to do the multiplication quickly as we did before. Okay, here we have 10 minus 2 4 the 8 iota plus 15 iota minus 3 4 the 12 iota square. Okay, so this will be 10 minus 8 plus 15 will be positive 7. Okay, because 15 minus 8 is 7, and you are putting the sign of the greater number. Minus 12 iota square is minus 1. Okay, so here we are going to get plus 12. I am going to write it with 10. 10 plus 12 plus 7 iota. So this is equal to 10 plus 10 will be 22 plus 7 iota. This is ZW. Now ZW bar will be the conjugate of this number. Okay, ZW is equal to this number, so it's conjugate, taking the conjugate of both the sides. What we get is 22 minus 7 iota. So this is the left hand side. Okay, Z omega bar is equal to 22 minus 7 iota. So this is the answer of the left hand side. Okay, now coming to the right hand side, what we have, Z bar into omega bar. Okay, Z bar will be the conjugate of 2 plus 3 iota, and W bar means the conjugate of 5 minus 4 iota. These are given in the question. Okay, its conjugate. So 2 plus 3 iota conjugate will be 2 minus 3 iota, and 5 minus 4 iota conjugate will be 5 plus 4 iota. So multiplying these two as we did before, this will be 2 times 5 plus 4 iota minus 3 iota into 5 plus 4 iota. 2 5s are 10 plus 2 4s are 8 iota minus 15 iota and minus 12 iota square. Okay, so if you see, we are getting the same thing. 10 plus 8 iota minus 15 iota. Again here we are going to do the subtraction. We will get minus 15 here we have done some mistake maybe. plus minus 2 into 5 plus 4 iota. Okay, we are going right. 10 minus 7 iota. Okay, and minus 12 into iota square will be minus 1. Okay, so this is going to be 10 minus 7 iota and minus plus 12. Now 10 and 12, they are without iota, we are going to add them. Okay, so what we are going to get? 22. 10 plus 12 will be 22 minus 7 iota. So this is the answer of the right hand side. So if you compare the left hand side and the right hand side, the answers are same. Okay, the answers are same. It means that all the calculation is correct and both the answers are same. So we have shown that z w whole bar is equal to z bar w z bar into w bar, and then write the conclusion that from equation 1 and 2 this expression is equal to this. Okay, and that's it for this. This completes the question. Let's go to the next part. Now next we need to show that 1 over 2 iota into z minus z bar is the imaginary part of z. Okay, we need to show that this whole expression is equal to the imaginary part of z. Now we know that z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, and imaginary part of z is equal to, now if we look at this from here, we can see that imaginary part of z is equal to what? 3. Okay, this is the imaginary part of z. So in the question they are asking that 1 over 2 iota into z minus z bar is equal to the imaginary part of z. It means we have to show that this expression is equal to 3. So mark this as 1, and now let us start with this expression. We need to prove that this expression is equal to the imaginary part of z. Imaginary part of z is 3. It means we need to prove that this expression is equal to 3. Proving this expression to be equal to 3 will be enough to prove the statement they are asking for. Okay, so let's go. 2 iota, z is 2 plus 3 iota. Okay, this is z. Okay, put the values of z and z bar. What is z bar? 2 minus 3 iota, the conjugate of z. This is z, and the conjugate of z will be 2 minus 3 iota. We are going to change this sign. Okay, so that this is z minus z bar. 1 over 2 iota. Now this will be equal to 2 plus 3 iota, and opening this bracket will give us minus 2 plus 3 iota. And this is very easy. 2 and negative 2 will be cancelled out. 3 iota plus 3 iota will be 6 iota. Now cancelling iota and iota, we will get 6 over 2. 2 1s are and 2 3s are. The answer is 3, which is equal to imaginary part of z, as you can see from 1. So this proves the statement. Required statement. That's it. Okay, it completes the proof. We have to show that this expression is equal to imaginary part of z. We know that z is given in the question, which is 2 plus 3 iota. Its imaginary part is 3. It means we just have to show that this expression is equal to 3. So we have simplified this expression and obtained its answer to be equal to 3, which shows that this expression is really equal to the imaginary part of z. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now the next question is question number 7. Question number 7. It has 3 parts. Solve the following equation for real x and y. Question number 7. We have to solve this for real x and real y. Means we need to find the values of x and y in all these 3 Question first part is 2 minus 3 iota into x plus y iota is equal to 4 plus iota. So from this equation we have to derive the values of x and y. Okay, we have to find the values of x and y. We know that x and y are two unknown numbers, so it means that we require at least two equations to find their values. We are going to try to get two equations from here involving x and y so that we can get the value of x and y. Okay, so for that we know that there is a equality sign over here, so it means that the real part of this number, whatever number we get over here after multiplication, obviously we can't equate the real parts over here because this is not a single number. Okay, it is the product of two numbers. So first we are going to find the product of these two. We will get a simple complex number. After that we are going to compare both the sides and get the real part equal to the real part and the imaginary part equal to the imaginary part, which will hopefully give us the value of x and y. So first we are going to multiply the left hand side. Okay, for multiplication we are going to multiply 2 with x plus y iota, and then we are going to multiply 3 iota with x plus y iota is equal to 4 plus iota. We are doing the multiplication on the left hand side. So this is 2x plus 2y iota minus 3x iota minus 3y iota square. Okay, we have just multiplied this as we did in the previous steps. Okay, previous question. The multiplication is same as that. Okay, the next step is to combine the real parts and imaginary parts. Okay, the ones with the iota will be separated and the ones without iota. Okay, iota square is equal to -1, so this -1 will multiply with this sign and make it plus 3y. Okay, and iota will be dissolved over here. We won't have any iota over here. It means it will turn into a real number. So combining the real part, okay, the ones without iota, and then with the ones with iota will be separated by bracket 2y minus 3x. These are the imaginary parts. Okay, we will add put them together. Okay, is equal to 4 plus iota. Now on the left hand side the real part is 2x plus 3y, and over here the real part is 4, and here the imaginary part is 2y minus 3x, and here the imaginary part is 1. Okay, the one written with the iota is 1. So 2x plus 3y must be equal to 4 because these two, the numbers on the right hand side and the number on the left hand side, both are complex numbers, and complex numbers are equal as they have as the symbol shows that these two complex numbers are same. Okay, it was given in the question as these two complex numbers are same, then it means that the real part of this number will be equal to the real part of this one, and the imaginary part of the number on the left hand side will be equal to the imaginary part of the number on the right hand side. So equating the imaginary part, what we get, 2y minus 3x is equal to 1. So these are two equations which we are going to solve simultaneously to get the value of x and y, and obviously they will have real values because we have no iotas over here. Okay, now in order to solve them we can either use the method of substitution or elimination method. Let me arrange this one. This can be written as 2x plus 3y is equal to 4 and minus 3x, okay, plus 2y is equal to 1. Now we can solve it by any method that we know. We can solve it by elimination, substitution, or even through matrices that we did, okay, by Cramer's rule also, to get to the values of x and y. So let me use elimination method. In the elimination method, what we do, we try to make these coefficients same, and as there is a negative sign, I am going to add these number after equating these two coefficients, after making these two coefficients same. Okay, so we are going to multiply this with 3 and multiply this with 2. You have already done that in the in junior classes. Okay, so this is going to be 3 2s are 6x plus 9y is equal to 12. Multiplying 3 with this equation, now multiplying 3 with this equation, which is negative 6, and plus 4y is equal to 2. Now adding these two, what we get, this will be cancelled out, this will be 13, y is equal to 12 plus 2 will be 14. So y is going to be 14 by 3. Now putting 14 by 3 in one of these equations, we are going to get the value of x also. For example, taking this equation and then putting the values of y, 3, y will be 14 by 13 is equal to 4, and now adding these, we are going to get, I am shifting this to the right hand side and multiplying 3 to 14. This will be 42 by 13, and then after subtracting these we will get, after taking the LCM and calculating, we are going to get 2x is equal to 10 by 13, and x will be equal to, dividing 2 on both the sides, 10 over 2 into 13, which is equal to 10 over 26. So x will be equal to 10 over 26. So these are the values of x and y which they have asked us. Now over here there is some multiplication, some simplification. Okay, we can simplify it by cancelling by 2 5s are 10 and 2 13s are 26. So x will have the value 5 over 13 after simplification. So this is, these two are the values of x and y which they have asked for. So this is the first part of question number 7. In the same way we are going to do the second and third part. Now moving to the next. Okay, in the next part we are given that 3 minus 2 iota into x plus y iota. 3 minus 2 into x plus y iota is equal to 2 into x minus 2 y iota plus 2 iota minus 1. Now in this question we have some simplification required on the right hand side also, and as well as on the left hand side. So we are going to simplify them first, and after getting a single complex number over here and here, we are going to compare the real and imaginary parts and proceed in the same way as we did in part 1. Okay, so first we are going to multiply these numbers. Here is a product sign. If you don't have any sign, it means you have to multiply these two numbers. Okay, so 3 into minus 2 is equal to, here we have multiplication of 2 with this number only. Okay, so we are going to multiply 2x minus 2 2s are 4 y iota, and here we don't have to multiply anything, so we are going to write it as it is. Now multiplying these two, 3x plus 3y iota minus 2x iota minus 2y iota square. Okay, we are going to multiply these as we did before. Now over here this is without iota and this number is without iota, so combine them together, write them together, and write the imaginary parts, 4y iota plus 2 iota. Okay, over here one more step, 3x plus 3y iota minus 2x iota. This will be the imaginary part, and this will be equal to, as iota square is equal to minus 1, so this minus 1 will make it will make this minus sign plus, and we will get 2y. Now 2x minus 1, and here combining the imaginary parts together, we are getting negative 4y plus 2 iota. Okay, taking iota common from these two, we will get this expression, and over here this is these will be the imaginary part. We will take iota common from here and write this real part and this real part together, and we will get 3x plus 2y plus 3y minus 2x iota. Now again we came to the same point as we did in question part 1, 4y plus 2 into iota. Now this is a complex number. Its real part is this one, the one without iota. This is the imaginary part of this complex number. Here also we have the complex number whose real part is this, the one without iota, and the imaginary part is this. Okay, so this is the real part, imaginary part, real part, imaginary part. So we are going to equate the real part and the imaginary part. Okay, so it means 3x plus 2y will be equal to 2x minus 1. Now simplifying this, this is equating real parts on both the sides, we get this equation. Okay, and simplifying it, shifting 2x to the right hand side, 3x minus 2x plus 2y is equal to negative 1, which will give us x plus 2y is equal to negative 1. This will be the first equation. Okay, we wanted to find the values of x and y. For that we required two equations. So the first one is obtained. Now equating the imaginary parts. Imaginary parts. This is the imaginary parts of the question on the left hand side. This is the imaginary part on the right hand side. So equating them, we get negative 4y plus 2. So shifting y to the right hand side and writing this first, negative 2xy plus 3y plus 4y will be equal to 2, and this will give us the equation negative 2x plus 7y is equal to 2. This will give us the second equation to solve. Now as we did in part 1, you are going to solve these two equations together, either by elimination method or substitution method or through matrices, any method that you want. Okay, so I will leave this question here and leave the elimination, the solution of these two equations for you, and you are going to find the values of x and y by either elimination method. Okay, find x and y in the same way as we did in part 1. Okay, the procedure is the same, therefore I am not repeating it. This will be your homework, to find the value of x and y either by elimination method or substitution. Okay, or you can use matrices, that Cramer's rule also, which is the most simpler one. So take these two equations and solve them by any one of these methods. Okay, let's move to the third part. Now the third part and the last is 3 plus 4 iota whole square minus 2 x minus y iota is equal to x plus y iota. So on the right hand side we have a clear complex number whose real and imaginary parts can easily be seen, but on the left hand side there is much work to be done. Let's do it. The first thing that we need to do is to find the square of this number. We are going to apply the formula a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so by using that formula, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, we are going to get 3 square plus 4 iota whole square plus 2a into b. Okay, this is, I have extended this formula. Okay, a square plus b square plus 2a into b, and then opening this bracket, minus 2 will multiply with x and negative 2y, this will be minus 2x and plus 2y iota minus minus plus is equal to x plus y iota. Okay, and so in the next step I am going to simplify. 3 square is equal to 9 plus 4 iota square will be 4 square will be equal to 16 and iota square is equal to minus 1. So we are going to 16. Let me write it as iota square. 2 3s are 6 and 6 4s are 24. 24 iota minus 2x plus 2y iota. Okay. Now this is iota square is equal to minus 1. Okay. So what iota square is equal to minus 1, putting the value of minus 1 here, it will convert this sign into negative sign. Minus plus will be minus 16 plus 24 iota minus 2x plus 2y iota is equal to x plus y iota. So now combining the real parts with the real, 9 minus 16 will be negative 9 minus 16 will be negative 7. Okay, and we are going to write the real part with this, the ones without iotas. Okay, negative 2x, and the ones without with iota will be written separately here. Okay, so combine the ones with iota and the ones without iota, x plus y iota. Now this is going to be the real part and this will be the imaginary part. So the real part is negative 7, negative 2x plus taking iota common from these two, 24 plus 2y iota is equal to x plus y iota. Now again, here this is the real part, this is the imaginary part. Here is the real part is x, the imaginary part is x. So we are going to equate the real to the real and imaginary to the imaginary part to get the values of x and y as we did in part 1 and part 2. So just equate these two, the real part to the real. From here you can easily see that we can get the value of x directly. So shifting 7 to the right hand side and x to the left hand side, we get negative 3x is equal to 7, which will give us x is equal to negative 7 by 3, and you can change this into mixed fraction if you want. Okay, and now equating the imaginary parts, again shifting y to the right hand side and 24 to the right hand side, y to the left hand side, this will be y is equal to negative 24. So the values of x and y are negative 7 by 3 and negative 24. So this is how you solve this equation. So this completes exercise 2.6.